Springbrook clearance. Good evening, Air Austral 3059, ready for pushback at Bravo 9.
Springbrook Tower, good evening. Inter 8628 is on approach. Inter 8628 cleared to land runway 14. Springbrook clearance, good evening. Atlas S7059, ready for pushback at Charlie 1.
Springbrook Tower, good evening. Atlas Air 5014 is on approach. Atlas Air 5014 clear to land runway 14.
Requesting taxi to the gates. Atlas S7059 cleared for pushback.
Air Austral 3059 cleared for pushback.
On behalf of the captain and crew, welcome aboard this flight. We hope you enjoy flying with us. Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
Springbrook Tower, good evening. Aegean 3090 is on approach. Aegean 3090 clear to land runway 14.
Springbrook clearance. Good evening. Yellow cab 8763 ready for pushback at Alpha 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf
Yellow
of the
cab
captain and crew, welcome aboard
8763
this flight.
cleared for
We
pushback.
hope you enjoy flying with us. Before takeoff, we would like to encourage all passengers to watch our cabin crew display the safety features of the aircraft.
Springbrook ground, Atlas S7059, ready to taxi. Atlas S7059, taxi to runway 23.
Springbrook ground, Air Austral 3059 ready to taxi.
Atlas S7059, hold position.
Springbrook Ground, Yellow Cab 8763, ready to taxi. Yellow Cab 8763, taxi
Ladies
to
and
runway
gentlemen,
23.
please pay attention as we display the safety features and procedures of the aircraft in case of an emergency. During an emergency, please remain in your seats with your seatbelt fastened and your seats in the upright
5014 taxi
position.
to the gates.
In case of a drop in cabin pressure, breathing masks will drop from the ceiling and should be placed over your head. If there is smoke in the cabin during the evacuation of the aircraft, the walkway emergency lights will display to the exits which are located here.
Atlas
And
Air
here.
5014,
In case of an
requesting
extreme
taxi to
emergency
the gates.
landing, you will be instructed to get into the brace position, which is executed by placing your head between your knees with your hands over your head. We would also like to remind you that you should turn off all electronic devices. We thank you for paying attention during this brief presentation.
Airstrom 3059 taxi to
Ladies and
runway
gentlemen,
23.
please pay attention as we display the safety features and procedures of the aircraft in case of an emergency. During an emergency, please remain in your seats with your seatbelts fastened and your seats in the upright position. In case of a drop in cabin
Springbrook
pressure, breathing
clearance.
masks
Good
will drop
evening,
from the ceiling and should be placed over your head.
5399, ready for
If there is
pushback
smoke in the
at
cabin during the
Bravo 3.
evacuation of the aircraft, the walkway emergency lights will display to the
Springbrook
exits
Tower,
which are
Yellow
located
Cab
here.
8763,
And here.
ready for takeoff
In case of
runway
an extreme
23.
emergency landing, you will be instructed to get into the brace position, which is executed by placing your head between your knees with your hands over your head. We would also like to remind you that you should turn off all electronic devices. We thank you for paying attention. During this brief presentation.
Airstrom 3059, hold position. Eco 8628, taxi to gate, Bravo 9.
Yellow Cab 8763, cleared for takeoff runway 23. Etihad 5399, cleared for pushback.
Atlas X7059, continue taxi.
Springbrook Ground, Beijing 3090, taxi to the gate.
Atlas Air 5014, hold position. Atlas Air 5014, hold position. Atlas Air 5014, taxi to gate Charlie 1. Air Austral 3059, continue taxi.
Springbrook Ground, Etihad 5399, ready to taxi. Etihad 5399, hold position.
Beijing 3090, taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Etihad 5399, continue taxi.
Springbrook clearance, good evening. Egypt Air 3483, ready for pushback at Bravo 4. Atlas Air 5014, taxi to gate Charlie 1.
Etihad 5399, hold position. Etihad 5399, continue taxi.
AirAsia 4496, clear to land runway 14.
Egypt Air 3483, cleared for pushback. Springbrook Tower, Atlas Air 7059, ready for takeoff runway 23.
Beijing 3090, taxi to gate Bravo 3.
Atlas Air 5014, continue taxi. Atlas Air 7059, cleared for takeoff runway 23.
Etihad 5399, cleared for takeoff runway 23.
Springbrook clearance. Good evening, Saudia 5099, ready for pushback at Charlie 4.
Air Austral 3059, cleared for takeoff runway 23. Springbrook Ground, Egypt Air 3483, ready to taxi.
Springbrook clearance. Good evening, Azerbaijan 1987, ready for pushback at Bravo 5.
Saudia 5099, cleared for pushback.
Springbrook Tower, good evening. Boliviana 3788 is on approach. Boliviana 3788, cleared to land runway 14.
AirAsia 4496, requesting taxi to the gate.
Egypt Air 3483, taxi to runway 23.
Springbrook Ground, Saudia 5099, ready to taxi.
UPS 1422, clear to land runway 14.
Azerbaijan 1987, cleared for pushback. Springbrook Ground, Azerbaijan 1987, ready to taxi.
Springbrook clearance. Good evening, Cargolux 3813, ready for pushback at Charlie 3.
Azerbaijan 1987, taxi to runway 23.
Saudia 5099, taxi to runway 23. Saudia 5099, hold position.
Cargolux 3813, cleared for pushback.
AirAsia 4496, taxi to gate Bravo 4.
Springbrook clearance. Good evening, Air Transat 3129, ready for pushback at Bravo 10. Air Transat 3129, cleared for pushback.
Egypt Air 3483, cleared for takeoff runway 23.
Cargolux 3813, taxi to runway 23.
Boliviana 3788, taxi to gate Bravo 5.
Springbrook Ground, Air Transat 3129, ready to taxi.
Saudia 5099, continue taxi.
UPS 1422, requesting taxi to the gates.
Springbrook Tower, Azerbaijan 1987, ready for takeoff runway 23.
Springbrook Tower, good evening. Air Canada 4344 is on approach. Air Canada 4344, clear to land runway 14.
Azerbaijan 1987, cleared for takeoff runway 23.
Kenya 2783, cleared for pushback.
Air Transat 3129er, taxi to runway 23.
Springbrook Tower, good evening. Astral 5444 is on approach. Astral 5444 cleared to land runway 14.
Saudia 509er cleared for takeoff runway 23.
Kenya 2783 taxi to runway 23.
Cargolux 3813 cleared for takeoff runway 23.
Kenya 2783 cleared for takeoff runway 23.
UPS 1422, taxi to gate Charlie 3.
Springbrook clearance, good evening, AirAsia 90101, ready for pushback at Bravo 6.
Springbrook clearance, good evening, Virgin 8657, ready for pushback at Bravo 7.
Air Transat 3129er, cleared for takeoff runway 23.
Arik 5462 cleared to land runway 14.
Virgin 8657, cleared for pushback.
Springbrook ground, Air Canada 4344. Requesting taxi to the gates.
Virgin 8657, taxi to runway 23.
Springbrook ground, Astral 5444 taxi to the gates. Astral 5444 requesting taxi to the gates.
AirAsia 90101 cleared for pushback.
Springbrook clearance, good evening, Firefly 4679er, ready for pushback at Alpha 3.
Air Canada 4344 taxi to gate Bravo 5.
Springbrook Tower, good evening, Olympic 289er2 is on approach. Olympic 289er2 cleared to land runway 14. Firefly 4679er cleared for pushback.
Springbrook ground, AirAsia 90101 ready to taxi.
Firefly 4679er taxi to runway 23.
AirAsia 90101 taxi to runway 23.
Springbrook clearance, good evening, Delta 2023, ready for pushback at Bravo 8.
Astral 5444 hold position.
Hainan 2802, clear to land runway 14.
Arik 5462 taxi to gate Bravo 6.
Springbrook Tower, Firefly 4679er, ready for takeoff runway 23.
Springbrook Tower, good evening, Latin 2702 is on approach.
Firefly 4679er, cleared for takeoff runway 23.
Latin 2702 cleared to land runway 14.
Delta 2023, taxi to runway 23.
Transavia 90235, cleared for pushback.
Springbrook Tower, good evening, Yamal 3150 is on approach. Yamal 3150 cleared to land runway 14.
AirAsia 90101 cleared for takeoff runway 23.
Olympic 289er2, taxi to gate Alpha 3.
Transavia 90235, taxi to runway 23.
Springbrook Tower, good evening, Spirit 1. Is on approach.
Astral 5444 continue taxi.
Spirit 1486 clear to land runway 14.
Transavia 90235, hold. Springbrook clearance, good evening, JetBlue 1229er, ready for pushback at Alpha 4.
Springbrook Tower, good evening, Goal 3808 is on approach.
JetBlue 1229er, cleared for pushback.
Goal 3808 cleared to land runway 32.
JetBlue 1229er, taxi to runway 05.
Springbrook Tower. Good evening. Dynasty 3068 is on approach. Dynasty 3068 clear to land runway 32.
Springbrook clearance. Good evening. KLM 7351 ready for pushback at Bravo 5. KLM 7351 cleared for pushback. Springbrook ground. KLM 7351 ready to taxi.
Springbrook ground. Goal 3808. Requesting taxi to the gates.
KLM 7351 taxi to runway 05. Springbrook clearance. Good evening. Wow 5135 ready for pushback at Bravo 2.
Springbrook Tower, JetBlue 1229, ready for takeoff runway 05. JetBlue 1229, cleared for takeoff runway 05.
Wow 5135